Hey guys, sorry about the background noise. Someone decided to mow their lawn at like 10,000 o'clock at night. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a, not really shooting test, but I guess shooting comparison of a CO2 BB gun versus a CO2 airsoft gun. They both have very similar FPS ratings, and basically it's going to be showing you what the difference in power actually would be. Because let's take a look at the first one is a CO2 gun. Can't really see it because of the light, but it's a Dan Weston 6-inch revolver, and it shoots 450 FPS using 0.2 gram BBs. And this one, the other one over there, is the Craftsman Vigilante. It shoots 460 FPS with BBs, or 430 with lead pellets. So just by those numbers, if you don't know much about FPS, then you think, oh, the BB one must shoot faster and shoot harder because it has more FPS. Well, it would shoot faster and harder, but it's not just because of the FPS. So let's just take a look at something real quick. Alright, so by using Google, I was able to successfully translate the weight difference. So with using standard BBs in this one, it will be 5.1 grains. And you might think 5.1 grains, is that like 5 grams for these? Actually, no it's not. 5.1 grams is 0.33 grains. Sorry, 5.1, yeah, sorry, 5.1 grains is equal to 33 grams. So, or 0.33 grams. That's the equivalent of the stuff that people use in airsoft sniper rifles. 466 FPS. Just to give you a reference, this thing shoots much lighter BBs, 0.20 grams. That's about like a third less weight, and it shoots them at only 460 FPS. So take that into advisement. Basically, this thing can shoot much heavier ammo at almost the exact same speed as this one is shooting much lighter ammunition. So basically, this thing would even shoot faster than some sniper rifles, is to give you just a general idea of it. Because, like I said, it's shooting very high FPS. This thing can shoot much heavier, much faster. So that just gives you a general idea of the weight. Sorry about all the mess ups I'm trying to do this last minute. FedEx took forever to get here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to be testing the power or more impact. If you already know about FPS and how it converts to power, you don't really need to be watching this video, but if you have someone who's saying like this FPS is better than that, or this shoots faster than a BB gun or a pellet rifle, you might want to send them this video. Alright, we're going to be taking 2 shots at a bunch of different types, a few different types of targets. This one is, it's getting kind of dark out right now, but we're shooting at cardboard. It's about 4 layers thick. It's about 15 feet away. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first test will be 2 shots of 0.20 gram BBs. This is the lightest one that should give us the most accurate reading. Alright, now we should be ready to go. Alright, that was with our light BBs. I'm going to go mark the targets. Orange Sharpie. Let's take 2 of the heavier ones. These 2 have 0.25s. Loading 2 of these. Alright, set it safe. We'll go mark these with green. Okay, now we're going to be loading up the BBs. So you see, standard BBs. 5.1 grain. Let's go. Purple for these. This is brown, actually. I thought it was purple. And lastly, for this test, we'll be using pellets. These are hollow points, so they're not going to give us any extra added penetration. It's just for more power. Let's load these up. Single action, just like before. Alright, let's go take a look. Okay, so let's take a look and see if any of them actually went through all the way. And yes, it looks like some did. This one is BB. This next one is BB. And these top 2 are pellet. So as you can see, all the shots hit, and of course airsoft being made to have low power, even though it has very high FPSs, They're much lighter. You can clearly see the airsoft didn't go through as much. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have a 2.0 here and here, and here are a .25. Let's see how far they went through. So here's one of our first .20s. And then here we have, I believe this is one of our .25s to be right here. And the other one being all the way to here. So as you can see, the .20s, even though they had a higher FPS, they only were able to go through like one, almost two layers, while the .25s were able to make it straight through. 2, 1, 2, 3 to the third layer. This one is impacted still on the second layer. It's a pretty good shot, but didn't have enough to go all the way through. And then here you can see where the pellets went through. So clearly, with a BB gun or a pellet gun, you get significantly more power than you would with an airsoft gun. I mean, that didn't really need to be said, but I'm sure some people didn't know that. So, all right, next test will be wood. So there's our target right over there. Here's where we're shooting from. And let's go. Hopefully we don't miss the target because I'll have to load more shells. All right, again, this is .20 BBs. Single action firing. Yep, that one actually hit me on the way back. And I think we just had some pellets ricocheting. That's a little bit odd. All right, I'm gonna go mark those, and then I'll bring the target back for you guys to see. Here's our .25, .25, .20s, BB, BB, and our 2 pellets. All right, here are our shots. It moved over a little bit. Here's our pellet. It actually embedded itself in the wood. The BB's right next to it. Created a pretty good dent. As you can see, it probably went just about almost, would have embedded itself. About 1 BB's depth. All right, and our airsoft .20 made this dent. See if I can show you a little bit closer. So a little bit of a noticeable dent, about maybe a third as deep as the BB. See, this is just like a little scratch. This is like a little dent compared to this entire giant hole. I don't know if I can show you by putting anything in there. This gives you an idea. Look at this. I can fit almost the entire head of the marker into there. This one, not very deep at all. Just to show you, I made this. This looks darker now that I put a marker in there. All right. And now to compare the .20, which is right here, the .25. This is definitely thinner than this. This looks wider because the BB actually went in a little bit deeper. So between these, let's say like this is maybe like 10 or 20% more bigger of a dent. You can see because it looks wider. And our other BB is up here. Made a very nice dent again, very deep. And where was our other pellet? Our other pellet was right here. Almost went all the way through. Just to give you another general idea, the pellet got dug in. Here's the other side. Really big warp to it. It comes out like a good couple millimeters at least. Just look at that. Next to my finger, it's pretty high. So if you want to see the other ones, the first couple shots spoke for themselves, but here they are. We got a .20 up here, above the .25, about just as deep. We got our other .25 up here, actually deeper than the other one a little bit. But still kind of hard to see. There you go. It's just a little dent, not like a giant gash like these BBs left. These things are pretty powerful. If you wonder what these holes are from, these are from a bow. So, yeah, bow beats CO2 pellet gun. Our last test will be the metal test. We'll be shooting at this old CD-ROM drive. There's already a shot in here right here, so we're just going to leave that, we're going to X that out. Let's get started. The target's over there. It looks farther away. Same distance, the camera's just at a different angle. Alright. Sounds like 2 hits. All right, 2 hits. I don't know if you can see that smoke, but good amount of CO2 coming out. That was our 2 rounds. All right, that's it. We'll go mark them and then I'll bring it in. All right, and here's our metal test. We have a pellet here, pellet here. Our .20 BB looks like it got split. Yep. It actually broke when it hit the metal. Here's another .2 hit. .25 landed on .2, the number. And we got BB here, .25 and BB. So the .25 that hit here did pretty much no damage at all to the metal. There's a tiny, tiny little dent, as you can see here. All right. Look at the BB. The BB's made a very obvious dents in the metal. There are 2 BBs. Boom and boom. All right, pellet. Actually didn't do very much, surprisingly. I think because it's a hollow point, I guess it just distributed the power more, or a more smooth hit, as opposed to impact. Basically, it's flattens on impact, so still left a pretty nice smudge. It's definitely wider than the pellet. I mean the BB. Sorry, it's wider than the Airsoft BB, but it's just about as dented. It also could be that this is a stronger part of the metal, and the other hollow points up here, more of just a smudge than anything else. So basically, probably the only reason these BBs made the impact was because of this little piece of metal. It's a lot thinner than everything else. But as you see, if you're going to shoot against something that's metal, none of these would work. You'd want an actual high-powered pellet rifle for that, even just to make a scratch on it. If you guys want, I can do a video on me shooting stuff with this, but the gun that made this hole. But yeah, that's it. So basically, for even the metal on an old CD tray, CO2 is not going to cut it. I mean, if you have a really thin piece of metal like this, you get a few dents. As you can see, even the Airsoft, an Airsoft hit right here, barely even noticeable on a super thin piece of plastic. If I put a pellet here, it probably would have done just about maybe a little bit more damage. But on this part, which is obviously everything around here, obviously much thicker. All right, well, that's basically it. If you want to see what the hollow point looked like, this is what it looked like once it hits. The head completely flattened down on the metal. It didn't penetrate at all. And there's the rest of the pellet. Nice mushrooming to it. The end of it is like perfectly flat. I would have done some stopping power. It would have had some stopping power to it, but not much penetration. So yeah. Alright, yeah, if you have any friends who don't know the difference between BB gun power and Airsoft gun power and think, oh, my Airsoft gun shoots 500 FPS and this BB gun shoots 400 FPS. Mine does more damage, right? Mine's more powerful. Yeah, no? Nope. Not at all. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see some more Airsoft videos, just let me know. If you want to see some more pellet gun videos, like me blowing up, shooting stuff with my higher powered 22 caliber pellet rifle, just let me know, I guess, and maybe I'll do it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Again, this is more for beginners and people who don't really know that much about power. So, okay, I'll see you all later. Bye.